Hello everybody, Frying Gamer here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video, where today I am playing on 1.14.4. Now, as some of you might know, Minecraft has recently become much more trendy, even more trending than Fortnite. And not only to get on that trending train, but also to play a game that I just really enjoy and that I have always really enjoyed, and that's Minecraft. Uh, Now, in the new Village and Pillage update, which is 1.14, one interesting thing that they've allowed you to do is essentially make your own village and sort of like choose the type of professions that each villager has. Because there's one thing that will basically choose what type of profession a villager has, and that's like the new blocks they've added. So like the stonecutter block, the armorer's table, the fletching table, the blast furnace, and the smoker. Blocks like that give the villagers their own professions. Now, for you to have a villager in your village, you need to have a bed for them. And to make them basically be in like your village specifically, you need to have like a bell, I'm pretty sure. Which reminds me to say, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell. Okay, so yeah, and I'll get more into that later, probably while we're playing, but for now, let's get going. Okay, so I'm placing this word. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have some sweet berry bushes, which, okay, side note, sweet berry bushes are probably my most favorite like food in the game, because, well, because they grow back pretty quickly. You get multiple per bush, and each berry restores one full bar of hunger, which is really good. So I'm just gonna pick some for food. So I do have keep inventory on, and holy gosh, it is lagging. But I do have keep inventory on, just so that way I don't, lose everything I have. But to make up for that, I will have it on normal mode, because I'm not gonna have it on. You can also just break the bush. 23 should be good for now. But you see, beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm in a spruce forest. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mine some wood, and I'm going to sort of get situated. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to be talking about sort of like how like what they've done with to make the new villages work. And so basically how it works is all you really need is a bell, a bed, and then sort of a working station. To have a villager recognize itself as a farmer, what you need is you need to have a compost bin. To have a villager recognize itself as a priest or cleric, you need to have a brewing stand. To have a villager recognize itself as a butcher, you need to have a smoker. For it to be recognized as a fisher, you need to have a To have it recognized as a fisher, you need to have it be sorry. You need to have it recognize itself as a fisher. You need to have a barrel. To have it recognized as a mason, you need a stonecutter. And to have it be recognized as, I'm pretty sure, any blacksmith related profession, which is a armorer, a blacksmith, or weaponsmith, you need to have any of the following, which would be I'm pretty sure it's either smithing table, blast furnace, and maybe grindstone. I'm not entirely sure. Just take some of these flowers so that way I can possibly use it for later dyes. Oh, lag. And then to basically have it stay in your village, you need to have a bell, and that'll basically make it sort of like a village. And then you need a bed, and the more beds you have, the more the villagers will reproduce. The more the villagers will reproduce on their own. Now, for them to for you to actually get villagers in your village, you'll have to steal some from other villages. So you'll probably have to carry them to your village by boat or something, and also destroy their workplace and bed. So you're probably going to have to completely destroy a village to make sure that it doesn't just claim another bed. And then you're just going to take put a bunch of them in some sort of storage containment, and then one by one take them back to your village by boat. Okay. So I can either go into the swamp, or I can just I don't know where my home. First, I'm gonna kill some sheep because I need to get wool. So, kill them. And so, I'm gonna get some sheep, and then I'll meet back with you in a little bit. Okay, I got my 3 wool. However, I've almost destroyed my pickaxe. Should have just gone with beating them with sticks. That would have worked better. But now that I have 3 wool, I can basically just craft a bed and place it anywhere. And also, here, I'm going to make the bed right now. And pop. And pop. In fact, wait. Hold on. Can you make the bed white and then dye it later? I'm going to see. Because I want to have a red bed. You can. Sorry, I'm just a classic person. I like the classic beds. Sweet berries. Okay. Ooh, reeds. Or sugarcane. Just gonna take... I don't know why I'm not destroying it from this. Maybe someday I'll come back here and pick it again. Also, take a couple eggs. Okay. Gonna cut down some more trees, and then I'm gonna probably try and find a place to rest. Do some exploring. Ooh, is that a normal forest? Probably go over there because I like the normal forests. Okay, so I've made it over to the forest, the oak forest. And yeah, so sun's starting to set, so I'm gonna do what I normally do. So there's one of two things that I normally do on my first night. I either dig myself a hobbit hole, or I dig into the side of a cliff, which I can easily do right here. What is it? Do I wanna? This is not really going to be permanent. I'm probably want to find a plane. So, in fact, I'm going to do neither of those. And just when it comes night, just lay in my bed and sleep. But what I will do is I'll get some stone, and of course I find granite and not actual stone. No! Ah, here we go. Let's hope I have enough for food. Blah! Excuse me? Okay, well, lag just broke my pickaxe. It's weird. I've never actually had been this laggy before. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah. Make a nice little pickaxe. And there we go. So... yeah. So just whop, take that, place bed, go to bed. Sweet dreams. Wake up. I've been deceived. Then eat berries because that's the best thing to do. And I hate when I hate when you try to eat berries, but you end up planting them instead. Hey, I can make a lot of stuff. So now something I want to go over with you all is the usefulness of the new sort of like villager profession items. So what I mean is like the stonecutter, the blast furnace and smoker and stuff like that, and even the barrel. So I'll start with the composter because that's probably the least useful out of all of them. It's actually only useful if you either don't ever fight monsters or you're on peaceful mode. So if you don't ever... So what the compost bin does is you can basically put a bit of your harvest into it. So like you can put potatoes and carrots. I'm pretty sure you can put like that in there. And after... I forget how much it takes. I want to say somewhere between like... I don't know. I actually don't know. I want to say somewhere between like 8 and 16. You'll get yourself like a piece of bone meal. It's not exactly useful because you can just kill skeletons. But like I said, if you aren't playing on a mode, if you aren't playing on peaceful, I mean, if you're playing on peaceful, then it is useful. So, then you have the blast furnace. And what that does is any ores that you would normally smelt, to turn them into ingots, is done twice as fast. It still consumes the fuel at a normal rate, but it's just done twice as fast, which is actually useful. It's just not... I don't think it will... It works for sand or cobblestone, or even normal stone for that matter. The smoker does basically the exact opposite, where it will double the speed of any food-related items. However, in a blast furnace, you cannot cook food, and in a smoker, you cannot smelt ore. Yeah, I said that right? Okay. So, then you have the stonecutter, which is actually probably one of the more useful things. So, well, actually, not that really. It's pretty useful, but for when you are ever, let's say you are making stairs, and also, little thing to note, you don't get them back if you... Oh, no. When they're small, you won't actually get hurt by the sweetberry bushes. So, yeah. So say you're making stairs, it takes a total of 6 cobblestone to get, like, 4 stairs. Well, so that's a 3-to-2 ratio. Well, with a stonecutter, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. And so that way, you basically will get a little more back. It's only useful for stairs because... for slabs, it's a 1-to-2 ratio, which is always the same. I mean, I guess when you're making slabs, you have to have multiple of the... Ow. Nah. You have to have multiple of the block to turn it into a slab, or slabs. With the stone cutter, you only need one. And then same with walls. It is still the same ratio, which is 1 to 1. So, barrel. The barrel works exactly like a chest. Ooh, bunch of creepies. Four creepers and also some iron. I'm gonna get that. Ooh, and a zombie. Nice. Oh, I think the zombie sees me. Yeah, I'm gonna just quickly make a sword. Oh, I don't have that. Okay. The barrel. What the barrel does is you can actually use it even though there's a block covering the top of it, and it'll still work. So yeah, but you cannot make like a double barrel. So yeah. Oh wait, did I go over the requirement? Okay. And also I forgot to go over the requirements for a Flexure, fisher, and leather worker. So to get a fisher, you just need a barrel, which is weird. And for a fletcher, you need a fletching table. Also, side note, the fletching and smithing table are not usable. Maybe in the future they will be, but currently they are not. So, here we go. So, here, let me just move all this out. There we go. So I'm not entirely sure about the requirements for getting a leather worker. But I want to say that the requirements are I think it's just a cauldron. And I say that because I don't know if it works the same way in this version, but I know that in the both Xbox version, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. I know that I'm pretty sure both in the Xbox version and the Pocket Edition version, you can just to dye materials, you need to dye materials. You need a cauldron filled with water, and then you put a dye into it, and there you go. Oh gosh, I'm being shot at from all angles. Now I'm dead. Rip. Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna end up making my home here, because I don't like to have to walk back so far. And the reason why my spawn point wasn't reset is because I broke my bed. Yay. Yay for me. Honestly, I could get these mushrooms, but I don't want to because I don't need them. Oh, wait, what? Lava? And water? Just right here? Oh. No. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kill the zombie. I'm gonna kill that zombie, and then leave that skeleton, because I don't want to die. And then I'm going to sort of look for a nice place to make myself like a little home. And then I'll cut back when I find that. Honestly, actually right here is not that bad. Good timing. Right here, because there's a pretty big, yeah, it's pretty flat right here. so I can make myself like a big old house. There's a nice flat wall, so I can make myself like a sort of indentation for mine. In fact, what I can do is attach my house to this, but first have like my little starting house inside the side of this hill. Then build my house onto it, and then just eventually make inside here a mine. So that's what I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna just mine out this area, and then I'll cut back when I'm done, and it's becoming night. So I'm just gonna do this, and I'll come back to you when I'm done. Okay, I am back. Apparently, the mountain isn't as big as I thought it was, or as deep as I thought it was. So I'm just gonna have to patch that up. I used the rest of my wooden pickaxe, so I moved on to my stone one. I got some torches from right here. I only mined one out, so that way I can make my torches. In fact, I'm gonna get another one, so that way I can smelt my iron. And then move on to some iron tools. There's a little zombie right there. Let me just... Okay. Place my crafting table down, place my bed down, and before anything else can happen, go to sleep. Yay. And, yeah. Okay. Stay. So, yeah. One thing I'm not going to be able to do because I'm not next to an ocean, but that I want to do soon, and also I like spruce for its rustic look, and this door nails that. Okay, so since I'm not near an ocean, and it does have to be an ocean, I can't make a basically. Ooh, hey, a smoker. Hold on, I actually want to see how this was made. Smoker. Oh, that's actually easy to make. And in fact, I will do that. Not now, but yeah, right now. But yeah. So, yeah. So this is gonna be made. So, so what I'm gonna do later, because I cannot do it now, is I want to make a basically. Here, I'll show you. I want to make an automated fuel generator, and it's not like a generator that makes energy, but instead it literally makes fuel. And so what I do, so the fuel I'm talking about is dried kelp blocks. They are an extremely good fuel source. And so basically you'll have the smoker right here with a hopper going out into a chest, and that's where you'll collect the dried kelp. Then you'll have a fuel source. Then you'll have basically a fuel source going in, which starting can be coal, but you will then want to move on to the dried kelp blocks later. But what you put in is kelp, and what you get out is dried kelp. You put that in a 9x9 crafting grid all together, and you get one dried kelp block. Now the use of dried kelp is you can eat it, but when you make it in its block form, it can smelt 20 items before it runs out. And since the smoker will cook it twice as fast, just have 3 hoppers, 5 chests, because you'll probably, if you want to like make this system like a mass system, 2 chests right here, 2 chests right here, and then 1 chest here, with 1 hopper going in there, 1 hopper going into the side. Boom, there you go. There you go. So I can't do that right now because, or actually wait, yeah, I can't do that right now because as far as I know, I don't have any, I'm sorry, Wolf. Unless there's an ocean over this hill, I cannot do it right now. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. So, yeah. I cannot do that right now. Because... Ooh, ow. I cannot access any kelp. Although, one thing that you will commonly find is across, like, a swamp, there might be an ocean. Acwoss the swamp. That's the title name. Yes, Acwoss the swamp. There we go. Ooh. Ah, is this an ocean? Also iron. Ooh. Big home cave. Facts. Up. Mine a bit of that up. And then... Nice. Also, can we just note that I'm pretty sure 3 blocks. Yeah. No. 4 blocks. Right here. And he takes a full heart of damage. Apparently, if you fall 4 meters, you get very hurt. Which, I mean, yeah. If you don't land correctly, it would be bad. Okay, so is this just a big swamp, or is that over there? Wow. Swimming. Also, tons of clay. I could make a brick house. I could make a brick village, actually. Oh no. Why can't I swim up? Okay, that's weird. It's weird that, if you're in swimming mode, you cannot just... Okay, never mind. See, now it's not working. Now it is. What the heck? Ooh, squids. Ah. Really bad. Okay. Here we go. Let's just do my swimming technique. And yeah, gonna cut back when I find an ocean. Oh no, there's a witch. Ah, poison. Hey, redstone. Okay. And a witch? No wonder I found this guy. Or girl. Also, I might die. But it doesn't look like that there's any nearby ocean, which is a shame. That means I won't be able to get my infinite fuel source quickly. It also means that if I want to have an easy to access infinite fuel source, I'm gonna have to just make my own little farm. So sadly, I cannot get an infinite fuel source, and also doubly sadly, we're running out of time. So goodbye, everybody. See you next time for my second episode of this sort of like little series where we just go through the Village and Pillage update in vanilla Minecraft. Goodbye!